Hello. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Hello, Lord Nobody, Nico Ants, who's Tuga, the Ant Plug, Ant Crest, and stuff, Tua, Martin. How you guys doing? Hey, Ant Crest. Hey, Corin, Fuzz. Fuzz, what's on the menu today? Yep, that's Cephalotus, but it is a donor colony. Again, a queenless colony. Yep, Max 1. Nice. Was a good race. These are the cleanest leaf cutters that we have at the moment. It's a queenless colony. It's not as big as the Lundy colony, but yeah, they're backup for the Atta texana fungus. So yeah, but they are just the cleanest. Look how neat their trash pile is. So let's give them some fresh leaves. The big drone brood is still there. How many Atta texanas do you have? How many queens? I don't want to talk about it. I'm having some bad luck with the postal services, so 2 queens died. So at the moment we have a 1 queen. We are getting a new queen, but in a few weeks, one of our channel people, Ninituru or Faridis Quo, will pick it up on her way back from AntCon, and then I will pick it up at her house. So yeah. Nah, Fuzz 3. But yeah, it's sad. Do you recommend keeping Camponotus ligniperda? They are big, one of the biggest Camponotuses. They are beautiful. They are not the fastest growing in colony size. So it depends what you want. If you want a fast growing, go Nicobrances. Now, I got a pair. One died, and I got a new one. That one died, and then Ilya said, "I'm not sending anymore." And that's when I arranged to for a pickup. But these ants are beautiful. I am really falling in love with all the leaf cutters, to be honest. And you guys are in for a treat with the other donor fungus colony. They are so big. It's bananas. So the question is, what colony do you want in the background? Do you want Rita? Do you want the other donor fungus? Do you want the diversa? What would you guys like as a backup view? Carabera. I'm not putting the weaver ants out, no. Corin, I would love to, but Do you know what the price is for a queen? And Central. Guys, and Central, new player on YouTube. Like and subscribe to his channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe here. Diversa bullet. We'll get the cigar factory out, but I guess we're putting the Diversa in the background. The Temnos is good for sleep material. Okay. So, Diversa. As soon as you move the nest, they go nuts. So cool. Yeah, they are. Quite expensive. So, Diversa. As you can see, hello, Joanna. Carabao Diversa is my favorite species. Well, you're in luck then. I have to do a little bit of cleaning in the back, but yeah, as you all know, they are booming. So let's give the nest some humidity. Never made a video on YouTube, but is it easy and fast to make money? No. If you want to earn money on YouTube, do something else than ants. Okay. They have a lot of brood. To become a YouTube partner, you need 1K subs, but the subs is not the biggest challenge. You need 4,000 watch hours. That's a challenge, because you become partner actually at 800 subs already. 500 subs, sorry. But it's just a fraction of what you can be. Okay. So I brushed all the junk together a little bit, but with all the ants in the outworld, it's not possible to actually do something. So we have a big trash pile in the corner there, and the rest is better clean. Just spam your reels and get blown up and get rich of it. The thing is, for I don't remember the real numbers for you have to have millions of views for shorts. It's way different than normal views. So let's grab a red runner. Let's grab a red runner, put it in there. And then let's see if we can get a nice trail going. Damn, this red runner stinks. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the back here, and let's see if we can get a nice trail going. 32 people, welcome all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps a lot. If you want to make a donation, there is a Ko-fi link in the description. Sadly, YouTube takes a big chunk of the money, so I am subscribed. Thank you. So, as you can see, I gave them a red runner with wings. It didn't win. So, yeah. No, 4 million in a year. Or in 28, is it 28 days? It might actually be. I don't remember. I know it's a lot. Okay, so these are ready. You guys know the drill. I'm gonna grab ants in the order that fits me, unless... Thanks, Martin. I'm gonna grab ants setups in the order that suits me, unless I see large amounts of people seeing something else. When will they get super mages? Well, I've seen some big larvae, but I think the numbers still have to go up a little bit more. But it really depends on the colony, and brood is looking good. So yeah, we'll see. Well, we have a nice trail already going to the red runner, so that's good. You know what I want. Yes, yes, yes. Let's get that over with. So, Nelius, the eternal rice fields. There we go. The amount of brood is getting less, to be honest. But then again, it is springtime, normally around springtime. There's a lot of brood made, but that also means that workers will die. Yeah, leave some for the rest of us, Nelius. Hey, Michelle. Yeah, there's a little bit of brood there. Not too much. This is Tetramorium nilandri, also known as acorn ants. Because, well, they like to reside in acorns. And this is one of the smallest species that we have on the channel. I come from the Netherlands, but most of the ants that I have are not native. These ones are, though. Tetramorium nilandri. Okay, look at the diversa, guys. They are swarming the red runner. Okay, on to the next. Probably the most annoying. Do you have fire ants? Yes, I will get them after these. So, first on, one of the most annoying species I keep at the moment. They're cute. The Valentine ants. Cremathogaster, Scutularis, and they are really testing the setup, which is awesome. And the setup is doing awesome. I mean, they're not escaping, but they are really trying. To be honest, I'm not sure how high on the list they are for keeping. So if anybody is interested in Cremathogaster Scutularis, are you ant farming? Well, I keep ants as pets, and I have a shop where, well, I sell these setups that are here in the live stream. Okay. So this is the complete setup. And let's give them a treat. So, thanks, Doris. So, Cremathogaster Scutularis, also known as Valentine's ants. As you can see, when they're frightened, they pull their thorax all the way up. And as you can also see, their thorax is in the shape of a heart. That's why they are called Valentine's ants. One is stuck under the feeder. I thought I swooped them on the side hole, but I didn't. Yeah. No ants were hopefully harmed during this filming. It's not the intention, at least. So, yeah, Cremathogaster Scutularis. Again, I am not sure how long I am going to keep these. Oh, by the way, do you know where the Red Runner went? Holy smoke. Yep, that's gone. Valentine's ants. Now, this would be different than flowers. Yeah, I said the same to my girlfriend, like, oh, look at these cute ants. They're Valentine's ants. And she's like, please get them away from me. So, yeah. I forgot who was asking for the fire ants. So, we have Manica rubida. And this is the Manica rubida from the Manica rubida challenge. And as you can see, guys, we have new brood and a very happy queen. So they are still in a small white tongue nest, but it's doing great. Yeah. You want the Vagus? Yes, we can do that. So these are actually in a challenge. This is their first year. I actually need to make an update on it, but haven't had the time. Are they cool ants? Yes. Are they aggressive ants? Yes. Are they messy ants? Yes. But yeah. Could I have grown them bigger? Yes. What liquid are you feeding them? Well, all ants always need access to water. So the tubes that you see here are just filled with water. And then some ants like sugar water. So that's what I'm giving them on the smiley trays. They get sugar water. It's just a mix that I make myself. 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar, 3 tablespoons of water, a bit warm water, and then the sugar dissolves a bit easier. Maria, yes, I am Dutch. I am from the Netherlands. Is it that obvious? Bremen. Ja. Guten Tag. Well, I live 15 kilometers from the German border, so the queen is still very active. What she's known for. So, yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to get the vagus, and you can see that the diversa are transporting the red runner back to the nest. Yeah, we have a few banned, but it's not too bad. Okay. Up next, Camponotus vagus, or our queen called Beastly. Beastly is a friend of mine. He's a gaming buddy, and he was the first subscriber. So, what did you feed them? I gave them worms, mealworms. Singularis, yes. Atta, I will get the Singularis. So we have a ton of new brood, a couple of new workers, but sadly also a few deaths. But then again, that is part of the cycle. At the moment, they are attacking my tweezers while I'm trying to clean out the outgrowth. This is not sped up. Look at the speed of these ants. They're absolutely nuts. They are very dormant until you grab something in the nest and they go absolutely bonkers. Okay. Liquid feeder. By the way, guys, did you see on the website the jaw drinkers are out? Finally for sale. Jaw drinker is a drinker made specially for ants with bigger jaws that are not able, or it's harder for them to drink from test tubes or the standard liquid feeders. And that's why I made a special drinker for them. So I think this time I'm going to give these girls a little bit more than usual, so they are actually getting a bigger smiley tray. I think they deserve it. Hello guys. Hey Chaz, what's up? See a lot of new names. Welcome all. Don't forget, like and subscribe. We do a live stream every Sunday and a new video once every 2 weeks. Hello, Louis, Jack, bye to see you on the Discord. By the way, guys, if you like content, if you like to talk about ants, if you're curious, join our Discord. A lot of friendly people there that will help. People that are selling ads. Thanks, stories. Can you feed your bullet ants? Yes, but first I am going to grab the singularis. There was a request from Atta, and after that I'll get the the bullet ants. So back to the diversa. Damn, they're almost at the nest. Hey, Repford, what's up? Just a diversa flying by, or singularis, sorry. Okay. Oh my. Look at that. Can I wash your 3D plastic drinker for removing mold? The easiest thing is to get warm water with a little bit of vinegar, and then you can wash it. Sometimes I get asked, are they dishwasher proof? They are proof up to 50 degrees. So a dishwasher is a bad idea. So the best thing is just warm water with a bit of vinegar. Vinegar is a natural cleaning agent. It doesn't matter if a little bit stays behind. The ants would be perfectly fine with that. So vinegar and warm water. So these girls also need a new drinker. While you guys are watching at the larvae. Damn, they are big. I am grabbing some stuff out of the outworld. I'm always doing the maintenance also during the streams. The drone is still there. Where? What drone? Ah, yeah, on the bottom. It's not looking too happy. More like they have to throw it out in the outworld so that I can clean it. Cheapest vinegar is the best, yeah. And most of the time, the cheapest vinegars has the least amount of stuff added, the least amount of junk. But that's with everything with ants. Make sure that it's ecological. You can get leaf cutters, roses, but make sure that they are not sprayed. They always sit so still when you're filming them. It's really hard to make a video about them because it looks like you're looking at a picture. They're not dead, guys. So, what are the ants doing? Well, at the moment, they are just sitting around, and I am preparing some dinner for them. No, they're just waiting. Can you say... Why would I? Hey, Coastal Ants, what's up? Don't forget, like and subscribe. What do you feed them? What do you feed them and what do you... Ah, cool, and Central. What do I feed them? Well, I actually am giving them red runners, and they get sugar water, and then the nest just gets normal water. So yeah. Hello, Membo. Okay. So they are doing great, but as we all know, they are not the most active ones. So back to the Diversa. The red runner is in the tunnel. No, because I just took them out of the vivarium, so the temperature in the nest is not low. That's fine. Okay, guys, I need to make some space. Yeah, the size difference is really bad, really big. They are really polymorphic. Okay. I got the request for the, well, one of my favorite ant species, the Harpegnathos Valentine. I will show the weaver ants a bit later, Cor. Yeah? Because I don't want to move the setup at the moment. So, Neoponera villosa. Guys, count the workers. There has been an explosion. Special ants. Cool. Yep, the cigar factory, also known as the Merchants of Death. Of course, we got this colony from the ant merchant when we reached 1,000 subs. And they are exploding. Just look at the numbers of workers. Look at the amount of cigars still in there. And then there is a big lump of eggs over there. And then we have a ton of larvae hidden over there and over there. So yeah. Okay. By the way, look at the amount of cocoons on the outside. This is Neoponera villosa. Also hairy panther ants. Okay. For the people that don't know this, this is a species that does not accept pre-killed food. So I am going to give them a live cricket, and they will attack it and paralyze it. So if you don't like that kind of content, now is the time to leave. Live feeding incoming. Thank you, Fuzz. Okay, there we go. Okay, that I grabbed it with the tweezers, maybe a little bit too hard, so I'm gonna grab an extra one. Okay, and there we go. Come on, get on your legs. What are they doing? As you can see, since they are not moving around, the ants are unsure what to do about it. Yes, Texas bullet ants, Neoponera villosa. But since these red runners are playing dead, the ants are less interested. To be honest, I do feed them daily, so their hunger is not that big. Come on, girls. You're kind of letting me down here. Yeah. Have you ever had a bite from them? No. By the way, guys, this is the new jaw drinker. These are also the ants that are in the picture on the website. They are not able to drink from a test tube. They are not able to drink from a small liquid feeder. So that is why we have created the drinker. Yeah, Atta, I'll explain a little bit more about that later on in the stream. Guys, there has been a challenge. Well, a challenge started between Martin, that you see in the stream, and me. We are going to do a battle of the Tetras. You should try getting Diversa. That's the setup behind it. I'm sorry, but they are not hunting today, guys. They are not interested at all. Let's see if I throw in another red runner, one that's more lively, if we can get some action, because this is just disappointing. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm going to put it on top of the skull. What is happening with my red runners? I'm sorry, guys, it's there. It's also flips upside down. What are you doing? And now it's moving. Ah. Skull, yeah, that's 3D printed. Sadly, I do not own the rights, so I'm not able to sell it. I am working on a version, but it's really hard. They're playing dead, yeah. And it's working because they're like, meh. Ah. One is not playing dead anymore. Do you have honeypots? No, not yet. The thing is, all the setups that you see in this stream are my own. I create them myself, and I create them, step by step. So at the moment, I'm very busy with a weaver setup and leafcutter setups. So I didn't have the time yet to make something for honeypots. Do you know the price of these ants? To be honest, no. But also, to be honest, I haven't seen them in shops after I got them, because this colony was actually a gift from the ant merchant. At first, I borrowed them for content and in trade for a new setup. But I was given the colony when we hit 1,000 subs. So yeah, that was pretty cool. By the way, guys and girls, don't forget to like and subscribe. Do you have bullet ants? You're looking at bullet ants. Texas bullet ants. Neoponera villosa. Was I muted there for a sec? I think I touched something wrong on the screen. Do you have Formica Fusca? Yes, they will be on a little bit later. Oh no, it made a mistake. Don't go into the nest. Oh, yeah, that one's a goner. This is probably the most dangerous ant that I have, yes. No, I don't have Manica rubida. No. Well, as you can see, yeah, I got Manica rubida, yeah. Well, that one's out. Okay, over. Here is the Carabera. You're watching ants. Okay. How many colonies do you have? Clemens, if you go to the idea section in the Discord, you can see the full list. Okay, time for one of the most beautiful Camponotus species that I have, but also one of the slowest growing colonies that I have. And I think they're going to explode soon. So, guess the species. Hello, Leon Feld. Guess the species, guys. Yes, Camponotus parius, the one with the gold. It's a beautiful, beautiful ant. I'm looking for the queen, but the queen is right there with her humongous golden butt. Atta! Yeah, I'll show the Atta in a bit. So, Camponotus parius, I have to say, beautiful, beautiful species, but very slow growth. Looks like a spider, yeah. She is for Camponotus. I think she's kind of sounds stupid, kind of average. Maybe even on the smaller side. I mean, Cremathogaster, Ligniperda, Singularis, Nicobransus, they're all bigger. Vagus also. Did you feed the Carabera yet? Yeah, they're in the background. The first red runner is in, but don't worry, I'll drop an extra red runner in there. Do you have weaver ants? Yes, we have green weaver. Where parius is from, to be honest, I don't remember. I looked it up before, but don't remember, to be honest. Why do you have so many ants? Well, the nests that you are looking at, I create. So I have to test them with different species. So ants are your favorite animal? No. No. Do you have honeypots? No. Can we see the acorn ants? At the end of the stream, because I already showed them before. Okay, so I got the question, the Attas. And I have some good news, and I have some bad news, and I have some good news. So, Atta texana, leafcutter ants. Let's see if I can get them in a way that you can actually see the queen, because she is a chonker. We've been streaming for 50 minutes. So, Atta texana. We got this colony, and the first time they were in shipping too long. So from our 2-queen colony, 1 queen died. I contacted the seller, and we came to an arrangement, and he sent me a new queen with some extra fungus, because the fungus was also bad. And sadly, again, we had a delay with the postal services. So the new queen that we got died also within a day. Luckily, the brood is doing okay now, or the fungus. They are cutting. They are cutting. They are taking care of the fungus and the queen. There is brood, but they're hiding it at the moment. So it is looking good. And we are getting a queen, but it's going to be after AntCon, because Lynn or Faraday's Quo or Ninituru is going to AntCon, and on the way back, she is going to pick up the queen for me, and then I am going to pick up the queen at her house, and I am so happy with that. So, as a thank you, she is getting one of the Tetra split-offs. Why is the queen so much bigger than others? Well, in most ants, queens are bigger. And this species is polymorphic. So you can see that in the front, on the front leaf, it's a bit out of focus. But there's a small ant there. But the ants that are at the door, at the opening, are way bigger. So they are able to make workers in different sizes. It's called polymorphic. I am not sure how big these workers can get. But look how defensive those two at the entrance are. Standing there, jaws open, ready for anything that wants to attack the queen. Do you have trap jaws? Yes, and we haven't showed them yet, so they're going to be on a bit later. Is the Atta texana queen bigger than Lundy? Yes, way, way bigger. Like twice the size. Yeah, I will. Yeah, it's going good, Amanda. So this is our Atta texana. Let me get the Lundy. I will put you back to the Diversa real quick. Do you guys want me to put an extra red runner in the Diversa? Do you have to feed Harpegnathos venators? Yes, you do. Do you recommend any other sellers for Caber Diversa ants or ants in general, aside of the ant merchant? Because last I checked, they were out. I do myself. I do business with the ant merchant mostly. I get ants from Ilias, and I sometimes get ants from Ants Inc. Mania. Okay, I'm going to put an extra red runner with the Diversa. There we go. I'll check them out, thank you. There are links in some of my videos with Ants Inc. Mania. Honestly, you won't recommend Ants Inc. Well, you can, but to be honest, I have a couple of colonies from him, including my harps, and no complaints. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I am going to grab the next Lundy. So, the Lundys. Last week. Did you miss the messer? No, not yet. The Lundys are actually doing really awesome. This cup, when this one is full, I am actually able to leave the cup off and connect an outworld. And they are growing so fast. By the looks of it, 2 weeks. So they are really growing really fast. Let me get some better lighting for you guys. Okay. There's a lot of condensation. Oh, that's good. Now you can see how big it is. It's like 1.5 ping pong ball. But yeah, growing really, really fast. Can you show the Lundy queen? Well, she's hiding in this colony, but I'll show you in the other colony because we have a second colony of Lundy that is going to leave us. The new owner is in this channel. I don't know if he wants to brag about it because he can, because he is one of the awesome people out of the channel. So the other Lundy will be leaving us as soon as they are stable. Does the queen already have a chamber? Yeah, I haven't seen the queen in a while. I have seen brood, so she is alive. But yeah. Well, you don't know. Yeah, Martin is the new owner. Let me grab them. So it is a little bit smaller. I mean, yeah. Okay. But look at the amount of brood over there. All the white chunks in the bottom is the brood. And on the right side of the fungus, that is the queen. Your messer has pupae. Yeah. Well, again, Martin, the amount increased around a marble in the last week. But you know that because you have the pictures. So these ants eat leaves and flowers. And my kids are in love with them, which is awesome because my kids will get their bicycles, go to the end of the street, and get me bramble leaves. And as soon as they can find them, also dandelion leaves. So that's epic. Well, it's even better. It's not paid. Well, they get dinner every evening. But yeah, they are doing really well. I do give them a little bit extra water just by putting a few drops on top of the leaf so that they can actually drink a little bit. Do you wash the leaves? Sometimes I do when I don't trust them. But yeah, we live near a forest, which is not controlled or anything, especially not the brambles. So I don't wash those. Do any ever escape? I will show you the donor fungus colony because they actually run out. Don't leafcutters need a water drinker? Yes. If you have a bigger setup, I would suggest putting a liquid feeder in there. So yeah, this is the colony that will be heading to our friend Martin. So let's get you guys back to the Diversa for a second. And then I can take a little break. let's read some comments. Yeah, well, my daughter has her own colony, and she's really happy with that. I will show that colony in a bit because it's in a special setup. But it's been about an hour. Let's look at the prototype. The pink glaciers, yeah, the pink setup. So I have been cooking up a new setup. How often do you feed your the Carabera? Daily, and then 1 or 2 red runners. So lately I got the question about starter setups and about tube setups. It got me thinking, and I started working on it. And yesterday I had a lot of time wasted on, well, not wasted, but I was talking to Martin, and yeah, we have a prototype for a new nest. The nest is called the Stacker because you can actually stack more of them on top of each other. And this is the idea. Oh, and now I break my phone stand. Perfect. So you have the bottom piece, that's the starting, and after that you can put plexiglass in there or connectors for tubes, and then you can stack as many as you want, and then you can put tubes on the side. If you want, you can put also tubes on this side. So you just start with a base plate, and then you choose what you are going to put inside one of the slots. So you can put a plexiglass plate in, or you can put a connector in for a tube, or you can actually put a connector in for the crafting end. And with these setups, you can decide what is where. And then you finish it off with a top plate. And of course, well, a lid. It's the wrong color at the moment, but you get the idea. So this is one level. But if you want, you can attach 5 tubes to it and a connector to something. But you can also use this as a feeding corridor. But you can also just add an extra floor. And there you go. You got 2 floors. Or 3 floors. And you can just keep on stacking them as high as you want. And then on every window, you can choose if you want a connector or plexiglass. And of course, when you temporarily don't want to fit a tube there, you can just cap off. So you can start the setup like this, put 6 connectors there, and then just put, you can just take the tubes off. By the way, the rack here that actually holds the tubes just for some extra supports, because when there is water in there, they will start to hang a little bit. But these are also modular. So this is your starter. Every time that you put an extra level, you attach another piece, and it will extend with the nest. So yeah. And if you later on want to change it, you take out the 4 bolts and you place the next one on it. Yeah, The bolt pattern is really simple. So every time you just turn it 180 degrees, and it's 4 bolts, and then you bolt on the next one. So every time you just change the bolt pattern. So that's the idea. I'm going to test it probably with the Tetras, and Martin is probably going to test it with the Tetras. So yeah, that's the idea. So if you want to know more about this product, I will show stuff inside the Discord. By the way, so you can also see they are fitted for long tubes and for shorter tubes. Also because you have a double connector. So you have smaller size and a bigger size. Do you have floors separating them? No, the inside is completely open. So they can climb through. And with the windows, you can see them from every side. On this one, I decided, because this is going to be the standard pack. So the standard is going to be 1 floor, 2 pipe fittings, 2 pipes, and the glass. At least that's the idea for now. It's a prototype. But if you want, you can actually also put pipes on this side or tubes on this side. But now you can actually see the whole structure, because this is all plexiglass. So that's the idea. And as soon as one of the tubes runs dry, you just pull it out and connect another one. And you can also use them as a starter. So you can use it as a starter setup and just feed them in there. And as soon as you want, you can add something here. So here you can place a blind. So you can place a blind, connect it to a nest, put a double drinker there, or if you don't want it, you just want your own brand, you can take this whole connector out. Of course, it's a little bit stuck now. You can take it out, and the tube connectors actually fits tubing. How much does it cost? It's a prototype, so it doesn't have a price yet. So, yeah, still a prototype. But it's not the biggest, most complicated setup, so it's not going to take very long to enter the shop. Well, then I get the question, what will the time be? Well, at least a month. Probably. So, okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's. Should I get the biggest colony of leafcutters we have at the moment, the donor colony? Because I don't understand anymore what they are doing. So we're gonna need some space, as you guys know, and I have to. Okay, sorry, I have to fix the phone stand. I broke something. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's get the biggest leafcutter setup. They are actually getting hard to transport. And this is why. This thing is getting heavy and humongous. Look at that, guys. Okay, the phone stand is still not great. Sorry for the swiveling a little bit. Look at that fungus. This is a queenless colony. Queenless colony. And they are still cutting daily. So they're actually getting a new supply of leaves right now. I always try to put it in front of the pipe because then they start cutting right away. Yeah, it's still growing, but as you see it right. Two things are happening. Workers are dying, sadly. As you can see, there are dead bodies in the outworld. But that's also a thing. The bigger the fungus, the more ants are on the fungus, taking care of it, taking bad pieces of fungus out, putting new pieces of fungus on, putting leaves everywhere. So the bigger the fungus, the more ants that are on the fungus. But yes, the numbers are declining. As you guys know, it's a queenless colony. So eventually this colony will die. I will take some pieces probably of the fungus and try to donate it to the other colonies just to see what happens. But as soon as there's too much workers dying, I need to help them. But they're almost to the roof. So, I mean, that's just bananas. I'm every time I look at that thing, I'm like, dude, how? I do still water this nest, but with this size of fungus, you don't actually need to. Why is it queenless? The first queen of the Lundy that I got, the brood died. So my supplier sent me a donor. The fungus died. So he sent me donor fungus. But what he actually does is just grabs a cup and puts a few leaves in there and then scoops out a piece of the fungus of his own nest, including workers. And those workers keep the fungus alive during shipping. So when I got the cup, there was like 100 workers in there. And I put them in the setup in hoping that they would make a little bit of fungus so that I had spare fungus. And yeah, they made a lot of fungus. Well, to be honest, Fuzz, I'm still surprised how long their lifespan is. You bought the leafcutters from England? No, from Belgium. Yeah, they made a little bit. I mean, it's about the size now is about. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. You can see actually that there's eggs in there, but those are probably male drones. But just look at the size of that. The inside of this chamber is 10 by 10 by 15, if I'm not correct. Formica mapping. This is Lundy. Acromyrmex Lundy. Sadly, this is a queenless colony. But as you can see, it almost fills the bottom and it's almost to the top. So it's, yeah, I'm still surprised how big they got. Hey, dude. Done spun. How are you doing, Don? Are you speaking about Discord, dude? No, Dan. Yeah. Well, they are. I don't think that they are going to completely fill the pot because the worker number is dropping. So they're probably not going to be able to sustain it, which is sad because I've fallen in love with them. They're epic. So, okay, I'm gonna put you guys back to the Diversa because there is movement there with the Red Runner. 2K before summer. Oh, I wouldn't mind. Nah, but I'm happy with the growth, guys. Thank you all for being a part of this journey. And let's continue. Okay. There was a question if I had trap jaws. Well, yes, we do. They are borrowed. And they are not always as easy to keep. But here you go. Odontomachus clarus. Tiny trap jaws. But as you can see, larvae in the nest. Do we have any more? They're hiding a view. I thought trap jaws did bad in Whitong. They've had their ups and downs. They've been living in the outworld for a while. Now they're inside again. I mean, let's go to the outworld. They're still moving their cocoons around. Yes, those are perfectly alive and they will come out. So yeah, our leaf cut is easy to take care of if you have the conditions right. So probably access to a vivarium, or you're good with heat cables and stuff. Then yes, give them leaves and they'll grow. If you want to stop them growing, give them less leaves. So yeah. The experience is better in gypsum. Well, they are not my colony. They are the colony of Stein, the ant merchant. He wanted he wanted Whitong, so yeah, Whitong it is. So a new liquid feeder. Guys, I still don't have fruit flies. So again, they are getting some mealworms. But as you can see on the brood, they're doing good because I mean, look at it. There's decent brood over there. Which nest should I buy from you for a 1 queen with 100 to 200 workers? Okay, well, to be honest, I'm going to put these ones away because I don't have any live prey for them. So I started out in this one. This is a small Whitong, but I would go for a small gypsum because I didn't have them yet. But with 100 to 200 workers, start with a small gypsum. They will grow out of it pretty fast, but don't go too big too soon. And then after a while, go to a medium, the same as I have. So I would start with a small and then add a medium later. So this is the small teardrop. Because you also have the small normal, and that's one large chamber. So they are actually bringing it in right now. How often do you water the gypsum? Well, that's a nice thing about gypsum. It turns gray when it's not wet enough. But I water it 2 times a week because they like it pretty humid. But still, with 1 time, it's still enough. Sorry. What leaf cutters would you recommend? For a starter, Lundy. I think Ilias still has them. Ilias is a guy from Belgium. Wait, I have his card here. Here. This is his card. Ilias Insects. He sells all kinds of stuff. And he has really good leaf cutters. He has 1 colony left with 10 workers. Well, that's the same that I started with. So, yeah. And if you need a brood boost or a fungus boost, I've got some. Okay. Well, Miss Barbarous. They can chew through PVC tubing and plaster and white tongue. To be honest, a colossal short, proper form and technique. Great name. In the end, all setups are just a delay, but it depends on the species, how fast they're going through it. At the moment, I have the most problem with Cremathogaster scutularis. They are chewing through everything. But also the tetras are trying stuff, so yeah. So this is our Mr. Barbarous colony. I'm going to take the lid off. You're going to know what happens. They're going to run out with the brood, as always. Brood is looking good. They are actually in a small teardrop gypsum. But yeah, they're running out again. Always the same. Always the same. So I'm going to put the lid back. You can see them chill again. Keep them without the red lid. I might. I kind of like the red lid. Don't know why. It's just a feeling. I don't know. Okay. Remember, guys, if you have any requests, let me know. I'm going to grab one of the split offs of Tetramorium right now. We still need to do the harps, the nigers, the weavers, and the other tetras. So, what's the process of the 2 cutouts in a gypsum form? That's the places where you hydrate them. These are the same, this nest is also gypsum, but the shape is a little bit different. But it's the same thing. So these are actually water chambers, and it makes sure that you can store some water there, but also that the water is coming from the bottom for the gypsum. That's the best. So you just put water in there, you can see that it's full. And then you can see, well, not now because there's ants everywhere, but that it waters from the whole bottom. So this is actually the Tetramorium bicarionatum that is going to Ninituru in a few weeks. White tongue has the holes in the white tongue itself. But the white tongue itself is way more, what's the English word? Well, there's like the bubble structures in there, so the water will dissipate real fast. Porous, yeah. Couldn't remember if it was the same as in Dutch. And gypsum doesn't have that. So gypsum, the water is flowing through. You can see that it's there is more light gray and there's dark gray. This is already wet, but the movement through it is slower. The nice thing about it is this stays wet longer. So yeah. So this is the split off from the Tetramorium bicarionatum. As you can see, doing really, really good. Big eaters, easy to keep, inbreeding species. Colony is kind of immortal because of that, because, well, they make their own queens. And we actually have two split offs. This split off is a little bit smaller. It also has been given away. So it's in a teardrop. Do ants sleep? Ants don't have a real sleep cycle, but sometimes you see ants standing around still for like 2 minutes, and then they start running again. So they do kind of micro sleeps. But it's not like the same as a human that they need a certain amount of sleep. Now, hibernation is something else than real sleeping. So I heard Carberta had a high failure rate in the hobby. Maybe they're a traveling ant. We are better migrating. The thing with Diversa is that a lot of colonies, let's say it differently, the small workers that do the most inside of the colony, they get the food in and out, take care of the brood. They are very important for the colonies, but they only have a lifespan of about 4 weeks. So when you receive the colony and there is not enough brood, you need brood really fast, else the colony will fail because you won't have enough small workers. And you can have all the mages that you want, but the mages do not take care of brood. The mages do not take care of the queen. The mages are there to protect and to cut up food, but that's it. So if there's not enough small workers or not enough brood, your colony is going for a challenge. So be sure when you buy from a shop, send them an email. Ask them, can I have a picture? How much brood does it have? Because that's the most important thing of the colony, the brood. You can buy a 500 worker colony with 3 queens. If there's no brood, forget about it. So yeah, that's the biggest failure on Carabera diversa. You can just see the butt of the red runner going into the nest there. Oh gosh, we haven't even looked at Rita. Rita! And I mean, Rita is exploding. Look at the brood. Look at the brood. Rita, what are you doing? What do you think, guys? Does Rita need an update soon? Oh my. So, as soon as these all turn into workers, yes, we are going to need an upgrade. The thing about it is, I don't have enough space in my Viv. But then again, I cannot forget about Rita. Hey, Sadie! Oh, Sadie, you're in time. I was just about to say after this that get out your sunglasses. Third Viv. But I also don't have space for a third Viv. So, Sadie, are you still a bit chilled, or are you getting stressed for the big happening? It's a work in progress, Don. I hope to see a lot of content from AntCon this year. Can you show the Carabera diversa? The top of the screen is the Carabera diversa under the red lid. So yeah, I'll show it in a sec. But yes, Rita is exploding. Guys, I'm still so happy with this setup. Thank you for helping me decide on this setup. It's doing really epic. And I've made a couple of these right now like this, and it's perfect. So I'm actually going to grab the next one, I guess. No, first we're going to get the sunglasses out. Yeah, it's perfect. Nice thing about them is those bushes are actually, I put paper clips in the gypsum. The paper clips are actually up. So you can actually pull the trees out, clean everything, and put the trees back. So it's perfect. How much does shipment to Austria cost in your shop? Ooh, just put a random item in your cart. Go to your cart, put in your information, and it will show you what it costs. I don't know at the top of my head at the moment. Oh, thanks, Peter. What's in the small drinking bottle? It's sugar water with a little bit of coloration for like cakes and stuff. So some of the ants actually get blue butts. So, Diversa, ladies and gentlemen, get your sunglasses out. Are you guys ready? So, yep, it's still very pink. I don't know if you saw it, Sadie, on the website. I actually got a special request from one of the regulars in the shop. She wanted a large pink nest. And guys, if you're ever wondering, yes, we do special colors. But there's a couple of rules on it. I cannot ensure that I always can get the same color. There's some extra production time. And if it's a color that I don't have and I have to buy, that's also extra cost. If you ever wonder about colors, hit me up a DM on Discord, on Instagram, or email me, and I can give you a quick answer. So these are last year's Niger. These are my daughter's ants. She caught the queen herself in late September in nuptial flights here in the Netherlands. And they were in the tube for a while, and she said, I want a pink nest. And yeah, I'm really bad at saying no to my daughters. So yeah, here it is. A pink setup. Yeah, not much to say. She wanted the unicorn. She gets the unicorn. And I hope they explode a little bit more. The nice thing is, she feeds them on Wednesdays. I feed them on Sunday. So they are taken care of. Hey, Don, come and pick it up, dude. I'll print you a bigger one. Hello, Ants Finland. Yep, I already showed it, but I can show it again. Yeah, last year's Niger. Greetings from Belgium. Well, welcome all. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Well, they're helping me with the ants also. Sadly, my other daughter also caught a queen, but the queen didn't make it. So this is the queen from the oldest. She's 8, and the youngest is 6. And she just said, the youngest just says, well, I own all the other ants in the cabinet. So, yeah. I find this so interesting. Oh, well, thank you. Well, don't forget to like and subscribe. I put out a video once every 2 weeks. And I do a live stream every Sunday evening. We're a bit behind on schedule. So the youngest one is the boss. Yes. Yeah. I'm at home with 3 girls. I'm doomed. So these are in a quite a big nest, but they're doing really good. Can do guess the species real quick. What's your most secure setup. All of them, because it's a modular system, they all work the same. You want them this summer. Formica fusca. Well, to be honest, they're cute and all, and you can find them here, but yeah, that's about it. I'm not really intrigued by them. 13 euros. Oh, there you go. Now, I try to keep shipping as low as possible. We ship worldwide for people that are interested. thecraftingant.com. Okay, on to the next. 43 people. Thank you all for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to make a donation, you can do it through the link from Ko-fi.com. That's in the description. All the donations and all the ants that I sell, all the money goes back into new ants. I don't benefit privately from it. Of course, I'm the owner of the shop. All the setups are donated by the shops. So, yeah. Everything goes back in the ants. The latest thing that we bought from the donations are the Atta texana. So, thank you all for watching the videos, for donations, for being here. I mean, thank you all. Okay. Can you show the prototype? Sorry, yes. So the prototype is actually a test tube setup called the stacker. And you can add levels. So this is the actual starting module. But if you want 2 levels, you can get 2. If you want 3 levels, 4, 5, 6. It's stackable. You can just keep on stacking them and put tubes. Standard, there's 2 tubes, but you can put the tubes on the other side. Also, you can put more connectors here. So, yeah. That's the new prototype. More information on this will be on the Discord. So, quick view. This is the base. And then you just take the top off. And you pop the next floor on. And you have a 2-story. So, yeah, you can make it as big as you want. Carabara Diversa. They're over there, Ruben. That's them. Okay. Now it's time for one of the cutest colonies that I have. I mean, to be honest, is there action? No. Do they look really awesome? No. Will I ever give them away? No. Lasius flavus. It's our 2-queen colony. There's brood. There's eggs. There's new workers. You see the pale one? It just came out of the cocoon. They're just yellow grass ant, exactly. They're just the cutest. I mean, they will. If you push it, you can get them too big for this setup. But I mean, this was the first setup that I tried with some gypsum in the outworld. So you have the red gypsum with the red sand on it. You can't, if the ants are running out there, you don't really see them. I mean, they're tiny. See them? Oh, goody goody. But they're there. There's one running over there. They are just the cutest. Actually, they were a bit bigger. They go in waves. Then they are a bit bigger, then a bit smaller. Mamesia? No, I don't have Mamesia. We haven't gotten to the Fidole yet. Ah, okay. Yeah, sorry. There's a nice amount of people talking today, so that's good. Again, thank you all for joining. Okay, let's get on Discord. Can you put a pic of what you video? What do you mean what I video? Oh, Nigrocinta, nice. Do you ever live feed your Carabera? Is it too risky for mites? Well, mites is not the problem. The smaller workers will get attacked by, for instance, a grasshopper or a cricket or a red runner. So I mostly decapitate them and put them in there, just not to lose any ants. What do you film the ants? What I film the ants with, or what do you mean? Because I use my phones. This phone is OnePlus North, and I have a OnePlus 7 Pro that I use. With pictures. I have the feeling I'm missing something, but I don't know. To be honest, this is the Renaissance of Fidole Notus, and I'm not sure. Hey, Ebola. I mean, there's brood. There's still a ton of workers, but they were a lot bigger. I don't really know what's happening. There's no water problem. There's no food problem. There's no temperature problem. I don't know. How are the Tetramorium doing? Well, I have some great news for the Tetras. But as you all know, the biggest colony that we have are the Tetras, but they always come at the end of the stream because the setup is so big that I cannot take it out anymore. And it's going to get bigger. Can you show the Fidole? Ta-da! Fidole Notus. These are the Fidole. No, the weavers, I'm going to show when they are still in the viv. So that's also going to be at the end. So I haven't seen the queen in a while, but she must be around because there is still brood. As you can see, one of the workers there is running with a lump of eggs in her mouth. So there is brood, but yeah, I hope they start picking up again. I would love them a little bit bigger. Tetramorium bicarinatum are the easiest ants to grow. Yeah, big-headed ants. Um, guys and girls, you haven't even asked for the harps yet. What's that? Normally, it's one of the first things you get asked. Show me the harps. Why don't you use natural nests? Because I don't sell natural nests. Harpegnathos venator. As you can see, new eggs. All the cocoons are out. Worker numbers are up. So, yeah. Ready for the next round. If you go to the Discord and you look at the pictures, I posted a couple of pictures of a dead worker, a dead male, and a worker that was out of the cocoon too fast. Now, natural nest is not easy to take care of, and also a lot of times you are not able to track your ants. As you guys know, I don't have a feeding schedule for these ants. Their outworld is big enough that I put live red runners in there, and they go hunt for the red runners themselves. And you might be thinking, where are the red runners? Nah, they're probably under there. Yep. So they hide under there, and then the harps just hunt them themselves. Again, we have a jaw drinker for the harps. Harps have really large mandibles, which make it hard for them to drink for normal drinkers, and for these ones, it's really easy. So, Harpegnathos venator. The numbers have gone up after all the cocoons. There was a lot of males again this time, but we've got around 7 new workers. So I'm quite happy with that. A few workers died. There were a lot of males. Okay. Let me check what we still need to feed. Yeah. Our other natural, well, not natural setup, but kinda. Our Camponotus lateralis. Do you have Tetramorium? No, I only have Neoponera. Guys, look at this. They are growing into the nest. The brood is just everywhere, and I was still afraid that the nest would be too big, but they are constantly moving. Then the brood is in this chamber, then the brood is in this chamber. There's more brood in this chamber, then it's in this chamber, then they're in the back tunnel here. They're constantly moving. So I'm still happy because there's a bit of junk in the back here, but it's not as bad as I thought, because I was really, really afraid that yeah, the nest size would be a killer. If it goes sideways, I can still attach a nest, a medium one here. and then try to get them out because I use a shield. So, yeah, we're still able to do something with it if needed. And the fun thing is, they are still using the wood as a satellite nest. Most ants, yes. The least attention. Just give them food and that's it, and they'll do fine. I am actually looking at ways to make it easier to feed them inside the viv, that maybe I'll do part of the stream inside my vivarium just to disturb them less. But with the quantity of ants that I now have, I'm just not able to. Okay, preparing some food for them. By the way, guys, Fuzz, Martin, thank you again for helping. Guys, these guys don't earn anything from moderating the live streams. It's just a courtesy that they do, so I'm very thankful for that. And yeah, thank you. It's the best thing I can say. Have I ever had to try? Oh, I still need to fix that, because I made them in the past for my old Queen 2 brooms. So I still need to make that. Sorry, I forgot. I'm gonna write it down right now for my to-do list for tomorrow. Let's see. Put it at next to the stacker. Can you find Carabera diversa in the Netherlands? No, they're from Asia. 20 millimeter tube connector. Tube con. Noted. Not in the wild. That's a good point, Martin. No, they're from Asia. No, thank you, Ebola. You know that. Okay. Guys, you want to see a spoiler? You want to see a little spoiler? I'm not seeing any responses. That's a small yeah. Pick me, coach, pick me. Okay. Small spoiler for next week's video. So, for the question, how modular is modular? This is modular. So this is the Nova Messer from Stein from the Ant Merchant. This is the original nest, the original feeding corridor, the original outworld. But they were storming it, and there was nothing that I could do. And I was like, I can put another large outworld. It's not handy. I need to put another large nest. You know what? They can now go through here. They can go through there. It's all connected. The only thing is the outworld is only on this way and in this way. But look at the brood. There's brood in the bottom chamber. Oh. There's brood there, there's brood there, there's brood there, there's brood there, there's brood there. So yeah, I tried to mix it up at this time just by not using a large outworld, but using two mediums. And it's actually easy to feed because you feed them one day in one chamber and one day in the other chamber. And you have way less, they're way less aggressive. Sorry guys, the language that we use is English, purely so that everybody knows what everybody's saying. So, yeah. So, 2 double drinkers, 2 outworld, 2 large nests, and 3 corridors. Hey, Mesomix. So I thought this one was funny. Okay. Is that flexing? Okay. I'm sorry. So, I think we got them all. Okay. So now I'm going to explain you something else. Let's see how they are munching in here for a little. Yeah, the outdoor boys. It's so annoying. A lot of YouTubers that I am following are quitting. I used to follow Demolition Ranch. He quit. Now the outdoor boys is going on a hiatus. Another guy that I'm following is going to make less videos because he has back problems. So yeah. Well, more for me. Do you have a Discord stream related tonight? No, not today. Okay. Another thing. Can you feed them some food? They already had 2 red runners. Okay, so this week I was talking to the one and only Martin, and Martin was saying, or was showing his pictures of his colony of Bicarian, and he was saying that his wish was that his colony would be bigger than mine, and he already had 3 large nests the same as me, and a large outworld the same as me. So I was like, I told him, is that a challenge? And he said, well, it could be. So yeah, we started a challenge, and the challenge is really easy. We are gonna try and make our Tetramorium bicarinatum colony as big as we can. And the measuring point was it 2 days ago, Martin? And then we are gonna end it at the 1st of January. Rules are simple. You can do stuff with food, with water, with temperature, with humidity, but you can't boost with queens or brood or anything like that. So yeah, we're gonna have a challenge, and let's see who gets the biggest colony. So I think we should move over so you guys can actually see. To be honest, I went full bananas on it. So the outworld is a mess. Because they're getting tons of sugar water that I already have to fill again. They're getting lots of water, and they're getting a ton of dubias. So they are really going for it because, well, we need to fill up a little bit. So this is the first one. This is the fullest one. But the back one is now already getting filled again. And Martin, I'm seeing less white. By the way, guys, the blue is from the blue sugar water. That's actually all brood. So now the challenge is to get this colony as big as possible. As you know, we have the tetra tunnel, so this outworld is connected to what, like one queen? No, these are actually inbreeding, so they can actually make their own queens. And the last time I've counted, I stopped counting at 40 queens. So yeah, your brood is piling up again. Well, look at this, mate. There is brood everywhere, and because I colored the sugar water, it's really easy to spot them. So these two colonies are actually split offs from this colony. Yes, something to do the upcoming months. Well, so do I. So probably I am going to try the stacker also on this colony, just to see how it goes. So, who was asking for the weavers? Let's go over to the weavers. I really need to get the setup done. Well, the outworld is done, but we have to make a structure in there. Do you sell colonies? Sometimes I sell some of the colonies on the Discord, but I'm not an ant seller. So the ants that I sell are from the private collection. Okay, well, the queen is in there. They're doing really well. Fun thing about the weavers is that they actually stick their brood on the ceiling. The first tube, as you can see, it is threaded on the outside. That was the original tube that they were in, but it was running dry. I'm happy that they moved out because the setup that I'm building, this tube would not fit. The tube in the back, it will fit. So yeah, that's perfect. As you can see at their butts, they also had some blue sugar water, but it's also their natural color. As you can see also on the queen, a green butt. Reason why they are called queen weavers. And the full name is Ucophilia smagnadina. Yeah, they need to go they need to go up. So yeah, I'm already working on that. So yeah, we had them all. Rita, Fidole in the back, Death Merchant, Messers, Secret Colony, Scutularis, Manica rubida, Lateralis, Donor fungus, Singularis, Donor fungus, Lundy, Atta. So yeah, this is the Atta texana at the moment, and stuff. So one queen died again, so it's again a single queen. We are getting a second one in a few weeks. This is the small Lundy colony. This Lundy colony is going to Martin as soon as this cup fills up, so that it's better for transport. And these ones are going up in the air. The donor fungus is humongous. And this is actually a cephalotus donor fungus. Oh, and they're going up. Damn. Okay, and there's also some kind of fly in there that I need to grab. But these are the most tidiest ants that I have. Look at that cute trash pile that they're making there. Cutting the leaves, putting it in there, and all the trash nicely piled. I mean, how cute is that? So cute. So yeah, these ones, the XXL world. We don't have an XL. We have a large outworld, but we don't. This is still for the leaf cutters. We have small outworlds. We don't have bigger ones yet. I am going to make them the same as a bigger fungus pod, but yeah, not yet. Because I make everything for the colonies that I have, and at the moment, I don't. The cephalotus colony is queenless. This is donor fungus. So this fungus is a backup for our Atta texana. Okay. Yeah, that's it for this week. So I am going to switch the camera around. It's me again. Sorry. Thank you all for joining. Where do you get the glass? I cut everything myself. I have my own laser cutter, and I cut it myself. Yeah, so next Friday there's a video. Next Sunday there is a new stream. Same as usual. How much is it to send an XL from the Netherlands to Belgium? Well, what's the cost for Belgium again? Atta? What was the cost again for Belgium? I always forget. €9.5. Yeah. A large outworld is the 9.5 is up to 5 kilos, so that's no problem. Thanks for joining, Dan. We need to make an appointment or something. Oh, thanks, Clemens. Fuzz, Martin, thank you again for moderating. Don't forget, like and subscribe. And yeah. Do I have something to add? No. Go check out the website. The new jaw drinkers are in. And hope to see you next time. So thanks for watching The Crafting Ant. And I'll see you next time.